That first episode we spent almost $15 million on. No one's ever given away $5 million before. And on top of that, we gave away so much more money in the show.
I talked to the visual mastermind behind the show. Let's find out what it takes to go from YouTube to Amazon Prime. How's it going, everyone? It's Derek Lamoureux, and in today's video, I'm going to chat with Jason Elliott, who is the director of photography behind the Amazon Prime show Beast Games. And he spilled the beans on everything from going from the main channel working at MrBeast on YouTube to transitioning over to the Amazon Prime show. I don't have time to give you all the details that we talked about, but I'm going to try to condense that down, and if you want to watch the full-length 3-hour conversation, go check that out in the description below. Anyways, let's get to it. How did you get the job of shooting Beast Games?
So I actually worked for MrBeast's main YouTube channel for a number of years in front of Beast Games, and early on in the days, we knew we wanted to do something big with the channel, something more in the traditional realm, like a show, or whether it be a film or anything in that kind of world. So it was always in the back of our minds, and as we all kind of grew and grew and grew together, and the channel grew, and finally we got the opportunity, and we just all knew our roles, what we wanted to do in it, and what would make the biggest impact. And so in a way defaulted into it, but in a way it'd been grinding to get to that point for many years. So
it wasn't just like, boom, now I'm shooting the Amazon Prime show. It's like, A, you had a relationship with Jimmy and the entire team, first of all, before going into the show.
Through a mutual connection, I had someone I had worked with years ago that was now working there. They gave me a call one day and were like, hey, do you want to come play YouTube? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot. And it was really just supposed to be like a freelance gig. I was supposed to come out for 2 weeks, film, that type of thing. And it, I guess, did well enough that they're like, hey, do you kind of want to like stay and just, run this department?
I remember back when MrBeast first started, it was just Jimmy and a couple guys, and they were filming, and, it was just like any bunch of friends and a camera. And then all of a sudden, I remember this shift. And that was the Squid Games video. I was like, how did this guy on YouTube produce something that looks the same as what Netflix produced with probably 1/1000th of the budget?
It snowballed from there. Everything got bigger, more complex, more people, more gear. We did our version of Squid Games IRL. And that was when things really kind of exploded at the channel as far as size of videos and the effort we put into it.
That's still a lot for a YouTube episode, though. Like,
right. And at the time, we normally may have had 5 or 10 at the high end. So going to 20, I remember saying, hey, I need 20 something people to film this, plus support team. And they were like, that's crazy. Yes, that's a lot of people. And I was like, well, that's what it's going to take. And it was good practice. And from that moment on, I think we were really inspired to be like, hey, we should do something like this on our own eventually one day. And so really from that moment up until we did Beast Games, I think we were preparing ourselves and practicing in all these videos on every element, from how we film it to the storytelling through post to even our ingest process. You go through and you get to the videos like the ages 1 to 100 videos. And we're dealing with 200 or 300 cameras, depending on which one.
What people don't realize is a video like 1 versus 100, a lot goes into those behind the scenes. And it's hard to scale, one camera, maybe 2 cameras from YouTube to now hundreds of cameras producing for a YouTube channel. So a lot of growing pains can happen during that time.
It was really nice that we had all of this long-term knowledge on how to use those cameras and what the quirks were and all of those things and the capabilities. And so it's managing all of that, figuring out, what does it mean to actually acquire this much gear, to install it, what all those logistics behind that mean. And then is it worth it on the other end? So
everything up to this point had been a stepping stone to get to that Amazon Prime show. Shooting with all these contestants, shooting with all these cameras, managing multiple projects. Now they were going to do it all on the Amazon Prime show. Once the Amazon Prime show got greenlit, Jason had a tough choice to make. Was he gonna stay on the main channel or jump to do the Amazon Prime show? And ultimately, he quit the main channel and went over to the Amazon Prime show. I made an entire video about the technical details of shooting Beast games, like what it's like shooting with 1,000 GoPros, having multiple camera operators, all of those things and more we talk about on my other channel, Set Ready. I'll leave a link in the description below. If you like this video and you want to see more videos, just tap that subscribe button. Thanks again to Jason for hopping on a call with me, and we'll see you in the next video.